I was 7 months old when they adopted me.
Sarah Howell is searching for her birth mother. She's been looking for decades.
I just would like to find out the truth, and regardless of what it is.
Howell was born in Buffalo, New York, and grew up in Virginia with the Scottish family who adopted her when she was 6 months old. Now she lives in Winston-Salem with her own family.
I was really, really blessed.
Howell has always known she was adopted, in part because of her ethnicity. Howell believes she's biracial, although she can't be sure. Since she was adopted, she doesn't have a lot of background information, including the race of her birth parents and her family medical history.
I go to my annual checkup, and they always want to know, what's your family history? I don't know. That should be automatic, I think, once you're a certain age, that it's mandatory. You get the medical history, if nothing else.
It's an argument many adult adoptees make, but what Howell is most interested in is learning about the woman who gave her life.
I was a very healthy baby, born full term, so she obviously cared a lot about me to take care of me. So again, I just really like to thank her.
Rebecca Nagayashi sees this scenario every day. She helps reunite families at an adoption agency in Winston-Salem.
A lot of times it's just curiosity. Who do I look like? Where do I get my musical ability?
Nagayashi spends hours of time on top of her normal job to help adult adoptees search for the answers they've been looking for.
It's been delightful on many occasions to have some of the children that actually I was involved in their placement 28 and 30 years ago contact the agency to search for the birth families that I might have also worked with.
A majority of Americans are connected to adoption in some way. According to the Evan B. Donaldson Institute, 58% of people either relinquished or adopted a child or know someone who is adopted. Nagayashi is seeing a dramatic increase in the number of people who are requesting information.
We pretty much prepare families that are adopting today that it's almost a given that this is going to happen.
But for adults who had closed adoptions, there's still a cloud of secrecy that surrounds their adoption information. Edith Voda with the Children's Home Society of North Carolina says, in 1949, the state began changing the county of birth on an adopted child's birth certificate.
So adoptees in North Carolina by law are not allowed to know where they were born.
It's an additional barrier for North Carolina adoptees searching for birth family.
It's very upsetting to adoptees not to know. Even young children are just really surprised and angry to know that they can't know what county, city, or hospital they were born in.
People search for information in unconventional ways. Some adoptive parents were able to glean a little more information from the agencies that arranged the adoption. In Howell's case, her adoptive parents named her Sarah, but they believe her birth mother named her Penny.
Allegedly, she was about 6 feet, my birth mother. Apparently, she was a sophomore in college, and she was a great singer. I don't know if she was majoring in singing or not. And again, the rumor was that my birth dad was in the military.
Howell can't be sure that information is correct. What she does have is non-identifying information, which is typically information about the birth parent's interests and education level. Oftentimes, this information is incomplete. Some families petition the court to release information. Howell is searching for birth family by registering with adoption search registries on the internet.
Knowing our biological history should be a right and not considered, if you will, a privilege, and sometimes that's the way it comes across.
Howell would love to have a relationship with her birth family. She has few leads for finding the birth mother and father she's been looking for. In Winston-Salem, Sheikah Strickland, Fox 8 News.